Hi everyone, welcome to the LynnCAM TV Show. I'm your host Cassie Vitali, and joining me today is the lovely Frances Martinez, who is the president of the North Shore Latino Business Association. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I know that you have been running this organization for a while now, but for people who don't know a lot about the fact that this business organization exists, can you talk a little bit about what the organization is?
Yes, the North Shore Latino Business Association was founded close to 3 years already. We are a business league, which we work for all the businesses. You don't need to be Latino. It's open for everyone, and we provide resources, informational, educational services, and support to maintain our businesses open.
There's a lot of businesses in the community, though, that are run and owned by Latino business people. And I think that, you know, when you started this organization, obviously one of the things that's excellent is you have things bilingual for people. Has that been something that has helped with maybe a business owner who is newer to, for example, newer to the United States?
Well, definitely. We have all our meetings is bilingual, Spanish and English. We usually have some of our members translate to those that doesn't speak Spanish. Meetings are held in Spanish, but we have members translate to non-Spanish speakers. Definitely, our office is the first resource for anyone that will start a business that just came to the country. We provide all the information, all the steps from 1 to 10 to what you need to do in order to open up a business here in the city of Lynn or any of the 43 cities that we cover in the North Shore.
So you cover a lot. 43 cities it's a wide range that you are helping people in. And I'm sure they have varying types of economic setups, so like some are probably more urban than others, but it's great to know that people can come to you from all over the North Shore. And of course we have it in the name for here, for the North Shore Latino Business Association. You have that represented. When it comes to well, first of all, actually, let me talk about, you have a great location. I really like what you've done. And if you can talk about where you're located and give people a chance to maybe come take a look. Why don't you tell them a little bit about that?
We're right in the center of downtown. We're at 33 Sutton Street, across from the Juvenile Court. You come from City Hall, you'll find it right on your right-hand side. It's a very vibrant location. It used to be the CMCC building back in the 1980s. We have a meeting area, and we also have an office areas too. It's just a great location, and we have our windows, you know, very big windows where we could see everyone go by. People will look and see what we're doing, and I mean, it's just a great location.
It is. You have a new neighbor there, Demici's, and
Yes, we do.
You have a very beautiful, bright inside. It's like the color of your pamphlet here, which, if everyone can see, it's like a bright green.
It's the money color.
Yeah, I like it, and the money color, but it also has like that. That bright kind of exciting feeling to it. You did a nice job with the space. It looks beautiful.
Thank you.
And you hold a lot of events there. People may not realize, but besides meetings, you do all sorts of events for the community, and you invite people. Why do you think that's an important thing?
We can't really only be a business office. We need to be engaged with the community. That's the only way that our members also will get involved with anything that's happening in the community. So we do bring, if anyone wants to do a meeting in regards to youth and health and anything, the office is open for that as well. All our meeting areas is open. Any activities, events, we're usually open to, you know, lend it to anyone that needs it. We definitely want to make sure that the North Shore Latino Business Office is open for anything that is good for the community.
It's great that you have set up shop here in the city of Lynn, because even though you're serving all these other communities, you are in Lynn. Was that an important thing for you to make sure that it was in Lynn?
For me personally, it was. The city, I really been working for the city for close to 20 years, and it's my home, and I really cannot go another place and open up. We're definitely starting to open chapters in other cities, but definitely Lynn is the general office.
And you mentioned youth in the group of organizations that people may want to come and talk about, you know, what can be done. And you have been the person who set up La Vida Inc. If you could tell a little bit about what La Vida was and what it's doing now.
Well, La Vida is something that really close to my heart. I definitely work with so many youth in this community. It was the first Latino after-school program that we started. After that, then we started on La Vida Scholars, which is a college prep program, and so many of our students actually gone to very good colleges, coming back as professionals and giving back a little bit more to our community. It was in my past, but definitely is something that I always have to mention. I was blessed to have the opportunity to work with so many people in this community, and it's just something that I will always hold close to my heart.
Well, they're very blessed to have you because it has helped a lot of youth, and I'm sure it feels good seeing that these young people have gone on to do such amazing things, some of whom I'm sure didn't expect that they would get that opportunity. And scholarships, of course, are very important to young people who their parents may not always have all the money. College is getting more and more expensive. It kind of blows the mind. But one of the things that I wanted to mention is that even though you now are the president here, that the scholarship program, the college program, still continues. And that's something that I think is great because it is such an asset to the community. So when the young people come back to visit, I'm sure that you must be delighted to see how they're doing.
Oh, I love to see them. I still, we're still connecting through Facebook and other social networks. But it's just, I'm so happy to see how they, little effort into trying to help another person makes such a huge change, positive change for them, their families, and our community. So it's something that every time I see one of them, in fact, I go out in the city and I walk through either a supermarket or something, hi Francis, and I'm like, oh my gosh, can't remember their name, but I know who that person is. But they just come up and say thank you, or this is what I'm doing. It's just really, really something that there is a meaning, it's a reward to my life to know that they're doing so good.
That's beautiful. Well, I want to congratulate you on that, and then on this as well, because this organization is helping a lot of adults with, dreams of having business and seeing it succeed. I know one of the things that we talked about was before the show, how you are able to give them opportunities to learn about what they can do to get more seen, to, get more people to come to their business, to really engage the community they're in. But another thing that comes to mind when I say that is you actually have all this passion, and it started from a young age. Can you talk a little bit about what got you interested in having such strong business ethics and helping people?
I think I have this, many people know this, but I used to work for the Chamber of Commerce back in the 1990s, 90s, and there was a huge need helping people how to go again step by step how to maintain themselves in business. And after that, then I went into La Vida, and still after 10 years, 12 years, people were still coming back to me. And it showed such a big need that someone needed to be there to support them. Besides my parent, my dad, he was a very successful man, and he always said, well, if you really want to get something done, you really have to get involved and do these things. And it was part of me trying to get that message out to other people as well. So it's just a little support into helping someone to maintain themselves and be successful in whatever they want when it comes to any business. And I have a lot of knowledge in terms, not that I really went to, had my own business, but it's just I learned so much, and I really want to use those resources to help another person.
Your dad, you said it was a successful businessman. Can you talk a little bit about what kind of businesses he ran and how that influenced you?
Well, besides everyone from the Dominican Republic to this country, everyone in my family is here because my dad usually, did the petition to bring them here. But my dad, he was had a supermarket in New York. I'm actually originally born in New York. A supermarket, a liquor store, different grocery stores, nightclubs. I mean, he was a very, very successful man, and a very honest, successful man. When I use that term, I want that to be very clear, because sometimes people say, why, so many businesses? But what he did, he had his brothers and everyone in the family become partners and became, successful in the business. So by saying that, I was very interested in, if my dad did this, I could do this myself. But I didn't go into doing a business, but helping others is the way that I'm sort of saying this is part of me.
When you worked even at a young age, you were saying helping at his businesses, so that allowed you to see, I'm sure, a lot of how he ran things.
Oh, yes.
And hearing that he was able to do so many businesses, to me, actually, I don't think that that would be that it wasn't someone who's honest. I'd actually think it's someone who worked very hard, because if you do really well with one and you can open another, and they're all very challenging businesses, a nightclub, a liquor store, people may not realize, but those are very difficult, grocery stores. Those are all very involved kinds of places to have to run, with lots of things to think about. So I do want to take a moment to say that one of the cultural events you recently had at your location was in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month. And so we are going to go to a break, and on the break people will have an opportunity to see the clip from the event at the North Shore Latino Business Association location on Sutton Street, and then a message after that, and then we'll be back. Thanks, Francis.
Thank you.
Chill out. You're stealing my things. I wouldn't have to raise my voice if you just give it back and stop being like a criminal.
I don't have your cell phone.
Oh God, look at yourself. What are you offering?
Is this a thief's uniform? You see all these people standing around here? Why am I the one?
I'm sorry, homie. Okay.
What?
Don't make this a big deal. Just give it back, okay?
Did you see me? Did
Yeah,
you see
and you
me?
know, I just know you took it.
Where are your
yourself.
witnesses?
Look at
Where are your
yourself.
witnesses?
What?
Did you see me? Did you see me?
Hey, you left us in the bathroom.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the LynnCAM TV Show. Joining me today is Francis Martinez from the North Shore Latino Business Association. Thank you again, Francis, for being here. So on the break, we actually just had the opportunity to see a really fun clip from a recent event that you had in honor of the National
Historic Month.
And so it's a big deal. There's a lot of people in the city who are either have Hispanic heritage in their background, are closely linked with that, whether they've married someone who does or that they have friends who are, things of that nature. So what are some of the reasons that you decided to do an event at your location for this?
Well, we have a whole entire month to celebrate Hispanic heritage. National-wise, there is a law, 100-402, which is the Congress approved and is part of, since 1988, is part of the Hispanic heritage. We have given so much to this country, and this country has given us so much that we definitely want to celebrate all the achievements that Latinos have done, Latino/Hispanic, from all the Central and South Americans in the Caribbean of Latino countries. There is so many history in terms of all the things that we have achieved. So definitely we want to make sure that the North Shore Latino Business Association, which is Latino as well, we want to make sure that we celebrate these 31 days of celebration.
And now the dates that it runs from, just so people are aware, is from September.
September 15 to October 16.
Okay, so it just wrapped up, and you know, you did this event earlier on in the month, and a lot of people came. I mean, it was an awesome event. I think you can see from the footage, it was a lot of fun. You had different people dancing, both adults and children, displaying different types of traditional dance. The kids were adorable. And then you had this great, you know, setup of food and people speaking and a wine tasting, all these things. And it went really smoothly, which anyone who's planned an event knows is not an easy thing, but I think everybody really enjoyed it. Do you enjoy planning events like that?
I do. I love to do, I love to see people gather together and have fun, just networking or just talking. For me, it's pretty easy to go ahead and set up something. I send out texts or emails, we're having this, and just to plan, everyone offers themselves to help out. For instance, La Cultura Latina Program School is, you know, the little kids from Jaja, who's well known in the community. She has the school working with the kids and learning how to dance. They came along and they did a great job.
So good.
Then we had the from Chile, from the Chile consulate group, and they did their traditional dance, which it was really nice and elegant. It was just really fun, and it's just, you know, the hors d'oeuvres and just talking, making jokes, and nothing too formal. As you were there, you saw that it was nothing formal. It was just very relaxing, and it's just to celebrate what the Hispanic heritage is about.
Well, I think that one of the things that was excellent, like you mentioned, the group from the Chilean consulate, the dancers there, you know, a couple of the people, at least one, I remember one gentleman, he was older. I mean, he was probably a senior, and he did, you know, an incredible job. I think it was great to see from young to old that, you know, not only what the culture includes, but seeing him actually perform and dance. It's like, you know, a part of the culture from growing up all the way through. And I think that, you know, the people there who were from all different backgrounds really appreciated it. I know I did. And I think that, you know, it was a good experience to see, for like the kids to see that, you know, this is something that's happening. We're learning about our heritage, but we're also getting to display it for other people. When you have these, you know, different events, well, first of all, how often do you have a meeting for?
We have general meetings every single month.
Every month, okay.
Usually it's the second or third, all depends on if there's any holiday. Third Wednesday of the month, we have a general meeting which we discuss any new business, any follow-up in terms of any situation going on, and also just to communicate about this happening in their communities. It's very, you know, it's open to the public. We have a Q&A, 15 minutes transaction in terms of the meetings, and it's just very, very relaxing as well.
So the information is actually on the screen right now for people about those general business meetings, and it's great that it's open to everyone. I think that's wonderful. Also, if people are interested in joining the association, they could probably find out more at that meeting, at those meetings. Okay.
Definitely.
And then another thing I wanted to mention is a little bit about your mission statement so that people have a chance to be familiar with really the goals of the organization. So I know we can put that up as well, but talking about your mission statement and how you're trying to really promote all the different businesses in the community and to educate people and to really be a resource for them.
That's right.
So that really sums up the kinds of things that I know you like to do, whether it was with the youth or now with these business owners. You know, said you like to have gatherings of community, and I think that definitely shows. And this is an example too. You have it in English and Spanish, and I think the bilingual thing cannot be emphasized enough, because I speak Spanish and I know a lot of people who are learning, you know, Spanish, but there are so many groups. There are just so many cultural groups where that is the main, you know, language. And coming here to Lynn, you see so many of those people represented here. Another thing I wanted to have a chance to show you is that you have a photo collage of lots of different people that get involved from young to old. And what are some of the events that you've had? And also, can you tell us a little bit about like going to a ribbon cutting?
Oh yes, well, ribbon cuttings is basically happening every month. Every 2 weeks we're doing a ribbon cutting, and which is really great for this community or any other communities. But we also have to mention there's some pictures there of our gala nights that we do every year. We have a gala night. Last year we had the first annual dinner, which the president of the second largest business league, Latino Business Association from Los Angeles, came
Wow.
to our annual dinner, and it was just a great honor because we met and we talked about how many members in 1 year and all the things that we're doing, and he said, definitely I need to come and bless your association because definitely you guys are doing a great job, and having that much members shows that it's working out. So I definitely come. It was a great honor. The president of the second largest nationwide business league, it was something out of this world.
All the way from California too, so that's
yes,
great.
all the way from California. And we still communicate. It's still, sort of like my mentor. You need to do this. These other things are happening. You need to get involved. So it's a great way to work as a team. We have so many things going on in the association. We definitely, our priority is to support our members and to make sure that they are successful in their business end. And besides my work, we also have a very committed board member. So we have the executive board and we have the board of directors representing each categories of businesses in the city, small businesses, and they do a great job. We meet every month, and everyone is working on their issues, and they come back, and this is what we need to do when you get to the support, and it's just it's a great team.
I think that was definitely evident because a lot of people came to the event that are from your board, and to have a strong presence from board members at an event shows that they are committed and devoted. Definitely. I know your dad was there that night, very proud of you and very happy to be there. And I think that for people who haven't had a chance to go down and even just take a look, not necessarily at an event, but to come during hours and see what you have to offer, you're a wonderful resource for them, and I encourage people to go and check it out. But that event was one of many, and I know that even though we showed just that little clip, there really are so many things that you do to bring people together there, from business and just the community in general, whether it's the press or local city officials or whoever it might be. When we're talking about this organization and some of the things you hope to see come of it going forward, what are some of your biggest goals with this organization?
Well, definitely we want to keep ourselves strong as we are right now, and the involvement. You can never have any goals if you don't get people involved and for them to commit themselves. And I think that as we keep ourselves that way, nothing is going to be impossible for us to do. We're definitely part of this community and all the communities. We're part of this country, and we need to work together and make it stronger.
You have new businesses coming in, and they're meeting with success, which is not a coincidence. It's great to see that this is an organization, and these are business owners that should get our attention because they're working hard and getting results. There's new eateries, there's new places all the time. And when you are working with a new business owner, are they able to have you there by their side for different things, like if they have to go to City Hall, if they have to go to a meeting? Are you able to be, involved in all the processes that they face?
In all the processes. Again, I make a checklist, and these are the things that we need to do. We set up meetings. I want to mention one particular small business that opened in downtown, which is CN Bistro. She came with the idea of, I want to start up a business. And I said, okay, what have you done? Really nothing. And I'm like, okay, this is what we have to do. She's a very successful new business. She's not complaining. She's like, wow, things are going so well. And I'm so happy. It's like basically our baby, and things are going well. So most likely, the advice and the support that we give our members is the right way to do it.
It's great to see that, you get them on their feet and then they can really run with it. So I like the analogy of the baby. We're actually almost out of time. We only have about a minute left. So if there's anything that you wanted to do as far as inviting people to come see you, when is a good time, and what would you recommend as the first step?
Well, I'm usually in the office after 3 o'clock every day. I do work in the school system, so that's my real job. This is a passion that I have in terms of the North Shore Latino Business Association, and I'm very committed to it. More than welcome to come by anytime you want. Our phone number is 781-596-8300, easy number to learn. and just call me, and I'm there.
You're very approachable. It's funny to hear you say that you have another job, because if anyone just watched this program today with you, I'm sure that they were thinking it was your full-time job, because I had it even in my head. It's like you forget that this is not the main thing on your plate. It's one thing, and it's a large thing, but that shows your passion for it. And we certainly appreciate you coming down and talking to us. Anybody at home who does want to find out more, you can definitely reach out to her via email or go online and find out more. But she's a social networker too, so Facebook has a page, and there's lots of ways to find out more. But I certainly encourage you and all of us here at LynnCAM to go check it out, because it is a great organization in the city doing wonderful things, and we so appreciate your commitment and your help and your time today.
Well, and thank you. You're always giving me that support as well, so I really appreciate that.
It's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank
Great
you.
to see you. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.